Mother Nature prevailed. Strong howling winds. It was like I was Dorothy from Kansas. The winds were whipping and whirling. You could barely hear me speak, but I soldiered on because I wanted to share with you this place where it has so many great amenities, features, so many things to support your life and your lifestyle. And why right now may be one of the best times to get in on the state-of-the-art luxury 55 plus community of Webb in Legacy Hills. Are you ready? Okay, so I'll make a confession. I forgot my microphone, so that's why you really couldn't hear me. So Mother Nature did absolutely win that battle. So instead, we'll have our little chat right here, where you won't have any problem hearing about the wonderful lifestyle of a community and the lifestyle right there in your home. Oh, by the way, if this is your first time to this channel, subscribe, share, and give us a thumbs up. Now here's what makes Webb so special. A nearly 16,000 square foot waterfront amenity center. There's going to be pickleball courts, resort style swimming pool with sun decks, a state-of-the-art fitness center, several trails. You'll have a resident cafe and a lounge, a variety of clubs, social groups, and organization. There's going to be a full-time on-site lifestyle director to coordinate events and all of your club activities. And you know how much you love to socialize. So there's going to be a club for everybody that covers, well, most everything. Now, this is not a comprehensive list. I could have easily missed a thing or two. I'm not a representative, nor do I work for Webb or Legacy Hills. So we can go over all the other things that you can do and enjoy when we have our one-on-one connection. But regardless of how fantastic the community is, at some point you're going to go home. And that's where you're going to really want to focus while we cover and take a tour of this video. Your home is going to be built by Pulte Homes, and there are 12 different options for you to build your home. In those 12 options, out of those 12 options, there are going to be 3 different series. You have Echelon, Distinctive, and Scenic. And within those 3 different series, you have 4 different floor plans. So surely you can find the perfect home amongst 12 different floor plans. And we covered the Echelon earlier, and so that link will be in the description section. But today, we are showcasing the Distinctive series. And there are so many great features about these homes, and I'll try to sprinkle in the different standards, what may be an option, so you can have a better perspective. But the one thing that I really enjoy, and you probably can relate to, is the smart home feature. There's going to be upgraded wiring infrastructure in your home, because how many times have you been on the computer working, searching the web, whatever, and the internet speed is so slow, it's so frustrating, you just want to throw the computer out the window? Well, guess what? With this infrastructure, you can have higher speed connection and internet. And here's another bonus. You ever watch TV? You're watching your favorite show, your streaming device, and all of a sudden it stops streaming? Well, they're going to have you covered and reduce your level of frustration with that too. Now for the moment you've been waiting for, the tour. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the first on our tour, the Prestige. Curb appeal is everything, and that's exactly what you'll get with Webb. You'll have a professionally landscaped yard, irrigation, rain sensor, fully sodded front, back, and side. If you like the appearance of this luxury vinyl plank, well, you can have that, certainly you can, but as a standard, your high traffic areas will be ceramic tile. And one thing I know that you're going to enjoy, a breath of fresh air, is the size of your secondary bedrooms. Very comfortable for your guests, nice ensuite with a, well, impressive sized closet. And if you still work from home, you're still working, you're not quite retired, look at this nice office space with double doors. And if you're fully retired, this is a great flex space. Or this could be another bedroom. It has a window, it has a closet, and if you're using this as a flex space or an office, this is still great storage right here in the space. Now we're gonna go across the hall to an area that's not gonna get a drum roll, no standing ovation, but one of our important spaces, and that's the laundry room. And it's a pretty nice space with a window. One of the things I think the hallmark of Pulte Homes and Dale Webb is the storage space. Because even though you're in a 55+ community, doesn't mean you want to sacrifice lifestyle. And one thing you won't sacrifice here is the storage in this home. So you just saw that storage closet where you can really stuff that pretty nicely. You're going to also notice great pantry in the kitchen. Another couple of things I want to tell you about the kitchen and what's standard. You're going to have the Whirlpool appliances. And some plans, they're built in your stove, your cooktop, and others, they are freestanding. There's so much great storage in this kitchen. You know, the cabinets, the countertops above, underneath, with great seating area at the bar and additional seating area right here. As we head over to the primary suite, I want to point out that your home will have smart features, which includes upgraded Ethernet cables to enhance your streaming experiences, because you know how it is when you're watching something, all of a sudden the streaming and the bars, and you'll have a faster enhanced internet speed. Now here is your primary suite. Now I know what you're thinking, oh my gosh, Tracy, this is so luxurious, so comfortable. I think I just want to take a nap during the video. Well, don't do that. Hang with us. Let's finish the video. But here is a little surprise that I want to point out in your primary suite. So you can have shoes, purses, hang up, whatever you want. It's your home. But hang on to this vision because I want to show you another space through your primary bath. So you have this shower option. All of them are going to have a walk-in shower. But if you want a super shower where the whole thing is a shower and not the tub, you can certainly have that. No problem. Now here is, well, the little treat I have that I think would be rather sweet. You have a second closet. So it's up to you to decide who gets what space, but you do have that option. And in the garage, I wanted to show you will have epoxy flooring and tankless water heater. Now here's your recap of Prestige. Prestige is the largest floor plan amongst the distinctive series. You will have a 2 or 3 bedroom option. But here's the thing that will distinguish the Prestige is that you will have a 2.5 bath home. Now, as far as square feet, you're looking at 2,063 square feet, and price, it's going to be around $484,990. And remember, their options will dictate that final price, and price is one of those things that is subject to change. Now, let's take a look at our second home on our tour. Now, let's take a pause for our station identification. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people just like you sell and buy homes in and around our Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I realize you can find out quite a bit online: bedrooms, baths, square feet, price. But what you may not be able to discover is how people really live their lives in our different communities, cities, and suburbs. Well, that's where I come in. I hop in the car and I drive around so you can have the bird's eye view, VIP access of how people really live their lives. And if you like to be in the know, then you're going to want to subscribe below, press the bell. You'll be notified anytime anything goes down around town. And don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Now back to the video. As we take a stroll to the second home that we're going to see today in the Distinction series, just want to remind you, I did cover the Echelon series, which is the largest floor plan at Dale Webb. And with the Echelon, you can have a golf cart garage. You can do quite a few extensions. There's some flexibility there. And we're going to have the link to that video in the description section, but don't go to that now. We'll just stick with us here. You can watch the Echelon video later. But for now, let's take a look at the second home we're going to tour, the Palmary, here in the Distinctive series. There are quite a few things that you're going to enjoy about the Palmary floor plan, one of which is that you will have the secondary bedrooms situated toward the front of the home, and you will notice that the bedrooms are all, well, they're generous sized bedrooms. And I want you to take a look at the closet space. Between these two bedrooms, you have a full bath. And then we're going to take a look at the other bedroom that is toward the front. So these are really nice guest spaces if they come to stay, but you don't want them to stay too long. Here is your kitchen. A lot of great features about the kitchen, but they're not all the same. And that's what's so special about the floor plans. They're each a little different. But as you dine inside, well, you can always dine al fresco on your covered back patio. Ah, the primary suite, so relaxing. I want you to notice all of the windows. I want to talk about some practical things. You have windows in the primary suite, including the primary bath. And I want to open this door to the shower so you can kind of see the surround in the shower and get an idea of the space that you can have here. And there's so much storage in the primary bath. You have linen closets, you have this nice walk-in closet, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what I think will be a relationship saver and a back saver. And this is your vanity area. In the vanity area, you have two sinks. Now, usually if there are two people, one of the two is a little bit, well, messier and spreads out on the other. So you should be okay. You have two separate sinks. And the height of the vanity, well, that's your back saver. It's tall enough so you don't have to be hunched over while using your vanity. Here is your recap. This home is a little smaller than the one we just toured. The Palmary, this particular one, is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It has 1,926 square feet, priced at $465,990. And remember, price is always subject to change. We're going to take a break from our scheduled programming to bring you a segment I call Know Before You Go. Here are 3 things that are going to be very important to you to know, regardless of whichever new community you decide to call home. The first thing is, hey Tracy, do I really need a realtor if I'm buying a home, brand new construction home? Think of it this way. When you walk into the model home or the sales office, you're greeted by a warm, friendly person. That person has a fiduciary duty to serve his or her client, who is the builder. You deserve the same level of advocacy to represent you. So can you buy a home without a realtor? Well, sure you can. And you can also perform surgery on yourself. You know, it kind of be nice to have sterile equipment, sterile environment, and in some cases, it'd be wonderful to have anesthesia. So you can do it, but the experience may be a lot better if you have representation. And guess what? I'd love to represent you during this process. Number 2, when we talk about prices. When we talk about prices, that is the base price. I mean, you're just getting through the door. You are able to live in this community. It may not always include, and frankly, it won't, some of the options that you may fall in love with, but that's okay. The representative, the design center, they'll be able to help you walk through that so you can make sure you understand fully what the price is going to be. Now, if you want certain views, because you will have the option to have your home on a golf course and have a golf course view, well, that's going to be a premium. Ching, ching. That means you're going to pay more. We'll talk about that later. And then our third and final one. Hey, Tracy, is this really a good time to buy? Absolutely it is, especially for you. The better question is not why is this a good time? Why not? Let's be honest. You've done very well with your other home. And when you cash that out, you're going to need an armored car to transport all of your equity because you've done so well with the purchase of that home. So right now, is such a great time because this is when there are crazy incentives out there for new construction homes. And I want to be able to help you get through that process as well. So I think you get the picture. Let's connect. Well, I think I may have saved the best for last. In this home, you're going to see some features that you would expect. You have the nice spacious bedroom up front. You have a full bath adjacent to it, but there's so many things I'm excited to show and just take my time with you. And one of which is this laundry room. Now, in the other ones, you notice this little square in the wall. Well, that's your laundry chute. And the other side is your primary closet. Now, how is that for convenience? I really love that feature. There are a couple of more things I want to point out to you. And you've seen this set up in the other ones. You have the double doors leading to what could be your office, but it could also be your library, your art gallery. If you're fully retired, use your home and every room to fit your lifestyle. Now, this is another thing I want to point out. In your home, you don't have to worry about climbing an attic stairs to get to your HVAC. You have a closet with that unit right there. I love the way Pulte and Dale Webb is designed to where it really meets your lifestyle. And one of which is they're not skimping on space and storage, as you will see in this kitchen. This is the smallest of the 3 floor plans that we toured today, but I wanted to really show you that just because it's the smallest does not mean it doesn't pack a powerful punch. You have so much going on in this space. And actually, I really like the way they have this space, this whole house designed. Obviously, you've got this nice breakfast bar where you can have a couple of chairs pulled up to it for a dining space. But look, you have this separate dining area. Now, it's not as large as some of the ones that we've toured, but I think it just fit perfectly. And you have this nice, spacious living area. And don't forget those windows. I mean, think of all the sun that's cascading through. And here is the cherry on top, a sunroom. Now, we talked about many of the plans have this as an option. Now you can see it with its private exit to your large covered patio. What is there not to love about this relaxing primary suite? And wait until you see your primary bath. Let's take a look at this super-sized shower. Now remember, you've seen ones that had the large walk-in shower with the tub, but if this is more like your fit, then you can certainly have this option. And the storage, I'm so excited to show you. You have this nice walk-in closet, and you have additional storage space inside of this primary suite. Store and stash your linens. And over to the left, do you remember this from the beginning? Yeah, that's your laundry chute. Here is your recap of the Prosperity floor plan. And I, for one, love the name of the floor plan, Prosperity. Well, as far as square feet, you're looking at 1658 square feet. And price, the starting price, introductory price is $445,990. Hi, I'm Tracy Sorrell with the DFW Life, and I help people like you sell and buy homes in and around a Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. And I realize finding your next place, which may be your last place, may not be an easy task, but that's where I come in. So if you're thinking about making a move to Dale Webb in Legacy Hills or one of our other 55 plus communities, then comment below, grab on those one-on-one consultation links so we can better discover, well, which floor plan, which lot, which view, which incentives really work for you. Oh, and if you're a little rusty because you've lived in your current home for quite some time, take a look at some of the resources I have in the description, and that might refreshen your memory or better get you prepared for the sale of your current home so you can enjoy your next place where you're going to create your new memories and call home.